If there's any race, it's this one for me.
I was excited for the ringer point race, but I was really nervous. In this, it's you and only you, and everyone's gonna see who won and who lost.
I remember warming up and then being like, that's Winter, and I was like, dang, okay. Like, her traps are like so big and she's jacked. And I'm like, great, awesome.
Try not to look over, I'm just focused. I'm looking at the rope right away, and I'm sure if you look at videos, I'm like shaking.
I just really prayed in that moment. I just stayed with my game plan, and as soon as I like went up into that like last jerk, I was like, I gotta run.
I was living in Sparta, Wisconsin.
I was in Beverly, Massachusetts.
I was feeling very stagnant where I was at, lost in what I was supposed to do in life.
Emotionally, I was very unstable about where I was at in life.
I never want to admit, I guess, out loud that I was depressed, but I was saying it out loud. I probably was. In 2017, I had a heat stroke during military training, which caused kidney failure and rhabdo. And then that later put me into a permanent profile. And with a permanent profile, you have to get out of the military. I just wanted to have my whole life dedicated to the military, being able to prove to them and myself that I belonged in there. I was in denial. Coming back home, it was just, it was hard.
I was feeling really unstable because I was coming back from a sprained neck that was caused from a car accident. And that was a new type of injury I'd never sustained. So I didn't really know if I could trust my ability. I was really leaning on God to kind of lead me to what was next.
A teammate from the Palm Beach Breakers, her name is Ro. She followed me on Instagram.
When I started at Andover CrossFit, I met Colette Casey.
Looking at her page, seeing how like really good she is, I couldn't believe she followed me.
And quickly we just had this bond, and I knew that God had put her in my life for a reason. Like, wow, this is a person that just understands me and what I'm going through. And she kind of became a mentor as well as a coach.
She asked if I knew what grid was. I heard a little bit about it, but I didn't really understand how you even get to play or anything like that. My first sport I ever played was football. I was the only girl on the team. I was a running back, but I always had to hide my hair. The way they would hit me and tackle me was to pull my hair, so I would always have to hide it until the end, and then they would know I was a girl after that.
Big family, so obviously we played a lot of sports. Naturally, me and my siblings played hockey and did gymnastics, and it was kind of just like they balanced each other out because I always loved challenging myself, but also getting better in every aspect. Quickly mentioned on the side that I had thought about doing grid and seen it on the internet, but I didn't think I actually had the ability to.
It looked really fun, like those crazy movements that I never thought I don't think I could do.
Little did I know I was gonna start being hit up on Instagram and like getting emails and texts from Matt, who was the owner of the Palm Beach Breakers.
She sent me some tests over, basically saying like, try them out, and she helped me out with tips too. But I knew no matter what, I was gonna make it work somehow. I saw it as a new challenge, but I saw it was very short, sprint, and heavy. And that's like the workouts that I really like.
The body types as well is like in CrossFit, I'm a bigger athlete, but in grid, I get to do the stuff that I'm really good at, and I get to feel strong and confident in my ability.
In grid, you have other people, so you could kind of like make it work.
I love that I got to like have my moment to shine, but it was for the team. And it was just so fast, just like hockey, and I love that.
A really cool experience. I love it.
I met Flash at one of the matches. He wanted to do a superhero shoot, which felt a little weird because I was like, I don't feel like a superhero.
Flash did a video for me also for grid. He wanted me to be the Punisher as a character.
I did Power Girl. That just made me look so badass.
That's actually a really cool character because like the Punisher was military and had that like darkness essence to him. It just brought out my actual like personality, like wanting to be like shown as you don't want to mess with her type thing. I already have a hard time like expressing myself. He portrayed on like how I want to be looked at. A lot of times girls that are a bigger athlete like me, we've been called manly, we've been bullied, we've been seen as this different type of female, and it allowed me to feel very feminine and show off that like you can still be beautiful but still be like a badass at your sport. And I really truly believe that God gave me a platform
to show women that, you know, you can be this. I just try to be what I needed when I was younger.
That's me right there.
Strong girls can relate to each other. Once we met on grid, we just instantly kind of connected. I was like, you're so strong. I think that was the first thing I said to her. I was like, you're so strong. And she was like, you're so strong. And we were just like, cool, we're both strong. All season, there was like this joke that me and Vida were gonna move to Florida.
I'm like, the only thing I really have back home is like my parents.
I don't really have anything in Massachusetts.
I love them, but I just knew I had to grow as a person.
And I DM'd her on Instagram and was like, literally, hey, do you wanna move to Florida?
I was hoping I would get that message, actually. I was waiting for that message, so I knew like if I wanted to make a move, this would be it.
I kind of was like, you know what, maybe this is a reality.
That was my sign, and if it works out, if everything lines up, then it's supposed to happen. And it did, so.
We moved out here, we didn't have anyone or anything. We were like, now we're best friends. Like,
She's my emergency contact.
we don't really treat each other like roommates, we treat each other like family.